Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I'm back in Lord of the Rings Online. I'm on my level 43 Minstrel and taking a break from Angmar. Kind of beat my head against the wall on that one until there was only Fellowship quest left. And I am here, as you saw from that little message. It said that I could get this region. That's because I'm actually in the Misty Mountains, which I have not bought. I haven't bought that expansion. But the reason I'm here is not for doing quests in the Misty Mountains, although we might do that at some point. What I'm here for is the Epic Book, Volume 1, Book 5, The Last Refuge. So we're going to start Book 5 today. Hopefully we can get a long ways through it, and we'll just see what happens. I don't know what level this spans, what Book 5 spans, but I know I reached some places in Angmar that were... you couldn't progress until you got book 6. So we need to catch up on some of this epic storyline. So I've got it here. I've got this from in the last homely home from Elrond. And so it says that glowing can be found at the camp at the top of the pass that leads from Rivendell to Misty Mountains. Elrond suggests that you seek glowing's aid in the hunt for the Nazgul. So if you remember a long time ago, when we were going through the Troll Shaws, we were tracking down a Nazgul that had been in the area, and so we're trying to figure out what's happened here. So here's Gloin, one of the famous dwarfs.
No dawdling!
A Nazgul, one of the 9 ring wastes they spoke of at the Castle of Elrond. I have not forgotten the honeyed words conveyed through one of those riders to us back at the Lonely Mountains. Such poison. They wish us to betray old Bilbo Baggins to Mordor. I'll help you as best I can, although Dane did task me with another matter. I could share some information, though.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Okay, so this is Chapter 2, Troublesome Goblins. So you say that Elrond mentioned goblins and his directions to come here. It doesn't surprise me. I ran into some troublesome goblins up here when I crossed the Misty Mountains in Thorn's great quest. That time was we're sorely beset by goblins. Now, it does seem the foul things are even more stirred up lately, and perhaps your rider is the cause. One of the scouts here reported them moving far from their holes far to the east, and heard them chanting, Grozmat, their leader, no doubt. Aye, that's what needs to be done. Slay this Grozmat, and the goblins will be in such disarray that they won't present a problem to anyone. And maybe you'll find the trail of this rider you seek. Seek out the goblin fires to the northeast along the Peneth Fanu, and you'll likely find Grozmat holed up deep in one of the camps. I wish I could help you more, but as I said, a more pressing task for Dane that I must give my attention to. Cool. So, the Doom of Grozmat. That, it's not that great, but it's actually something I could use if I wanted. So we're going to accept this quest. Let's look on our map and let's see where we're heading. We're heading way up here, so it looks like, if I remember this area right, I'm going to have to go all the way around to get there. So it's going to be quite a trek, and I think a lot of this book is going to be trekking around and running around, so I'm going to be doing a lot of that off camera. If I see anything cool along the way, though, I will be back. Just to give a look at the Misty Mountains here, you can see how cool this area is. The big mountainside. And the way it all looks. So well done. Sometimes I just can't get over how well done Lord of the Rings Online is. So I made it to the first spot that it showed they could be, and while there's goblins around here, there is no big goblin. You can see no Grozmat. So we're going to head on down to the next area. So it looks like maybe to get to this guy, I'm going to have to go up through some fortifications that these goblins have thrown up. And of course there are swarms. So I have to work my way through. Okay, so I've reached kind of the top area here, so I would think that he'd be here. But I did see somebody else come out of here, so maybe they killed him. It's very possible. So I might have to wait for a respawn. Let me wait just a little bit and I'll be back. Sure enough, someone did come through here. Here's Matt. Of course, I shouldn't have put that one on cooldown. Well, I should be alright as long as it's just this guy. Durhands, come meet me now. What? Wait a minute. Oh. How about you? I'll tell Sorgrim, you weakling. So we're going back to an old storyline here. That this part of you sent with the dwarves. And then the Durhand are helping them is Troublesome. Alright, so we're going to go back and talk to Gloin now. Alright, so I did a mithril coin for that, but because I didn't have that millstone, but I tagged that millstone now, so I shouldn't have to do that anymore.
No dawdling!
What? Durhand dwarves with the goblins? Oh yes, it's all coming together now. While you were away, one of my scouts reported something interesting. You see, the task given to me by King Dane was to track down the Durhand's last refuge. The scout seems to have found it, as there was a large number of Durhands around an old dwarf fortress called Goblins. But that wasn't all that he found. As the scouts watched from a high ridge, two figures rode up to the fortress. One was a dwarf, the other a cloaked figure. At first, he didn't know what he was seeing, but when all the Durhands stopped what they were doing and cheered, he knew the dwarf could only be one person, Sorgrim. Now, with what you told me, the other figures with him must have been the Ringwraith. It would seem our two tasks are but one, friend. Very cool.
Come and stay a moment.
Book 5, Chapter 3, The High Fortress. If we can but enter the fortress, we will end two problems with one fell stroke. By ending the threat of this rider, we can ensure Rivendell's safety, and by putting an end to Sorgrim, we will crush the Durhands. However, it won't be easy, as the scout reported that two entered the inner keep of the fortress. That keep is nearly impregnable. This is what we must do. Every dwarf fortress has a secret entrance, and although I do not know the secret of Goblins, I know how to learn it. From the cornerstone of Goblins was laid down a copy of the fortress plan. The fortress plans would have been stored within. Around the cornerstone of the fortress was built and can now only be accessed by entering the vault. Once we have the plans, we will be able to learn the fortress' secret entrance. Goblins can be found in a more westerly of the two passes that gate entrance of Irebar. The easternmost pass of Raucous Bazaar is not guarded by dwarves and may give you a roundabout means of approaching the keep. Okay, so we're going to go to this new keep and search for the cornerstone where we can figure out how to get in. So let's see where this is at, actually. Okay, so we're going to go around. I'm going to tag this as I go since I don't have that stable there yet, and then we'll go on down. And here's that stable master right here. So turn that. There we go. And
Greetings.
Probably not going to be able to go to Barry, Loin's camp, and that's about it. So we're going to go southward now. Okay, so it looks like I'm approaching the keep now. Got some dwarven instructions here. And Goblins. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it or not, but Goblins. That's how I'm going to say it. Now, gotta find. Does it mean I want to go in here? Cornerstone. Looks like it is. Alright, let's get off our ass. I'm gonna just go in. I don't think I can. Yeah, that's some kind of. I guess we'll see. I don't know. so we went inside. It's very cool structures. Love all the dwarven stuff. Let's really get our fill of that when we get into the area. But still really good. Aha, there is the cornerstone. And that's another side thing. Let's see. Search it. I discovered the Gazelbem plans. That we can now go back to Gloin. And not Og here. There we are. Gloin's camp. Okay, let's tell him what we found.
No dawdling!
Ah, wonderful. You found the cornerstone and the plans were within. I didn't mention it before you left, but there's a very good chance the plans were taken or destroyed years ago, yet it seems fortune is smiling upon us this day. Oh, and look here. Here's the inner keep secret entrance. Well, he didn't even know if it was there. He was just screwing with us. Alright, Chapter 4, The Keystone. Ah, yes. Why, it will be just like when burglar Bilbo crept into Smaug's lair. We'll just need the key to open the secret door, and you'll be in the inner keep. Finding that key, though, could present a challenge. Now, the old tales of Helgrod, that's great dwarf hall to the north that fell to the dragon Thorog, say that after it was abandoned, all the surrounding dwarf halls were abandoned as well. The keystones that opened the secret doors to all those halls were hidden in a small dwarf vault near the source of the Brunnen. The building might be in ruins now, but the vault is surely still there. Once we have the keystone, the inner keep of Gibbelzon will be open to us. Journey north to the source of the Brunnen and look for the vault at Ekled's Lookout. You will need to brave the snow beasts that make their home among the drifts, but that should not be a problem for you, I would expect. So we're going to find the start of the Brunnen, which is the river that runs through the Trollshaws over in this direction. So it's just a little ways north here, and we're going to deal with some trolls while we're there. Okay, there's definitely a lot of trolls around, and it does look like this could be the source of the Brunnen. And, yep, see here, we've got a lake. And that's going to be the source of it, so that's pretty cool. Now we need to go up into this area, collect the keystone. Elusive slow beast. You can see the keystone there. I think I might be able to avoid these guys. I did have to kill a couple. But let's see if we can just... This. Yeah, scratch your butt, buddy. And now we can go back to Gloin. Oh, is mine on still cooldown? 43 seconds. I'll be back in a second. Okay, let's tell him what we got the keystone.
No dawdling!
Yes, this is the keystone of which I spoke. Good work, Dizzing. Now the real business will begin.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Book 5, Chapter 5, The Last Refuge. Now that we have the keystone, the back way into Durhan Keep will be open upon us. You should be able to confront both Nazgul and Sorgrim. However, the task will be a great one, and you will need help. So gather a company of allies. Also, since completion of this task may mean the end of Sorgrim, a great boon to the Doran folk, I will send my son Gimli along with you to aid in the battle. I will entrust him with both the keystone and the secret dwarven lord needed to open the gate. Now, go gather a company of allies and prepare for battle ahead. Once you are prepared, speak to Gimli. He is staying in one of the guest rooms of Elrond's house. Together, you will set off for the keep, and he shall open the secret way into the inner keep. This will be a great day for the free people of Free Peoples. I am eager for your return with a tale of your victory. This quest is meant for a fellowship. If you choose to undertake the quest solo, you will receive an inspiration boon, but the challenge will be great. Okay, that's what I was hoping I would see. So we should still be able to do this. Most of the time, whenever I've had those boons, I've been able to complete it. It may be hard, maybe a little slow, but I should be able to do it. So we're going to accept this, and I'm going to go speak to Gimli in Rivendell. I think I should just take a horse there, since everything's on cooldown.
What do you want?
We'll swift travel there and talk to Gimli, our good friend, good dwarf that everybody knows. All right, so I've made it to the little guest house here, and here is Gimli. Ah, hello, Dizzig. A glorious battle awaits us. Are you and your allies ready? My father sent me the Keystone, so I am prepared. Let us go now into the mountains to defeat Sorgrim and his Durhounds. Yes, let's finally finish this Sorgrim character off.
Skorgrim's Dourhands have taken refuge from the wrath of Durin's folk within an ancient dwarf hold, high in the passes of the Misty Mountains. There they plot their return, unless an end can be put to their scheming once and for all.
Okay, so you can see, actually, we're at the entrance where we found that cornerstone. That's the building we entered there. So we're going to talk to Gimli.
Will you just look at this?
Sorgrim must think that the walls of this fortress will keep him safe, tall and broad as they are, but he does not know about the Keystone you recovered. We will fight our way through this remaining defenses, and perhaps I will give him one chance to come out of the main gates of the keep to face me in combat. He has no honor, so challenge will probably go unanswered. It is just as well, but my axe is anxious for the chance to end this fool Durhand. Are you ready? The Durhands cannot hope to stand against us. Okay, we're going to assist him, and we've been, looks like, yeah, we've got inspired greatness, so we've got all of these buffs on here now. And my AoEs are pretty awesome. I may need to switch. I'm running into damage on the red line on the damage side. May need to switch to a different line depending on how much damage he takes, how much damage I take, just what happens here. Because probably more important than anything, I have to keep Gimli up. Alright, so we're just going to fight our way in a little bit. When we get to something interesting, like I saw a great big troll or something up there, I'll come back. Aha, they're frost giants. Beauty, squash. Wow, that's quite a hit. Still not taking much damage. That's pretty bad. Who doesn't like killing giants? And working our way in. Okay, made it past a gate down here, and he's wanting us to rest. Then we will see about ending these villains.
By Durin's beard!
I'm ready to go if you are as well. I will challenge Solgrim to come down, and if he does not, we will seek out the hidden door. Let us see what Solgrim has to say. You cannot hide forever. You are a fool, Gimli, son of Gloin. You cannot hope to pass, my gosh, the strong walls. So be it. You won't come down, Sorgrim will come up. So we're going to be fighting some more until we can come around. They have thought to guard the hidden door that will be their undoing. They haven't thought. Aha! Says, I will use the keystone to open the door. Time has been cruel to this mechanism. Now to find the Nazgul and Solgrim.
The day of our vengeance is near.
It seems these Durhands were not expecting us to come in by the hidden door. This is amusing, but I tire of dealing with lesser Durhands. Let us find Sorgrim with no further delay. Yeah, show me the way, man. Really? I thought you said you were tired of that. Why'd you go that way? We could have gone around there and up and not have to worry about these guys. No. I guess it's all these pages and stuff I need. While we're doing these and find that. There, I found them. I've got just a few left, actually. I'm going pretty quick. I thought I remembered they were slow. Finding them pretty subtly. That's pretty good. Alright, we found a door. It says, "With time we finish this, the Nazgul and Sorgrim have nowhere else to hide."
I
Sorgrim
think I have had
has
quite
nowhere
enough.
left to hide, and I think he now realizes his doom stands outside his door, and he has no choice but to face it. Are you ready for battle? Come out, you villains. Your day is done. Ooh, here they come. It says, "Thrice accursed fools, I shall tolerate your hounding of my steps no longer. Sorgrim, deal with these interlopers, and then bring your men to Helgrod, as you command. You have gained entry through some dishonorable means, Gimli, son of Gloin. You have your shame, you longbeards, with your sneaking and your crawling. Begone. Sorgrim, my axe will put an end to your wagging tongue. You are a fool, where you are, army, stupid longbear. Here are mine." I'm gonna try to get the screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Now I'll do the quest. I will finish you myself. Probably not, man. Probably not. 42,000. That's slow. Do I need to heal Gimli up a little? That heals me, not him, right? I hate it when it does that. Guess I can debuff him. What I got in debuffs? Make your enemy become drowsy and not detect. That doesn't help me any. Feign death? I need that right over there. I got a bubble. Come on, man. This is a long fight. We have defeated Sorgrim, and look at that. This vessel has served our purpose well, but now time is past. Yes, I am close now, very close to my objective, and now to my final task. What was that? What was that?
Well
You
met, friend.
fought well, Dizzarian, and we have put an end to Sorgrim's menace. I am troubled by the escape of the Nazgul and the apparition that appeared upon Sorgrim's death, but there is nothing we can do about that right now. At least we have paid the Durhans for their treachery. All right. right.
Let us
Finish
away.
that. Travel now. And we need to go talk to Gloin. So we're going to go to his camp. Okay.
No dawdling.
You bring tidings both joyous and dark, Dizzarian. The Durhans are done. They will never hope to threaten the Longbeards again. While the news of the spirit that was driven from Sorgren is unsettling, it is not as disturbing as the news of the rider's escape. What is worse, you tell me that he spoke of bringing men to Helgorod. What he seeks in the old dwarven hall is a mystery to me. Unfortunately, there is more that must be done if Rivendell is to be secure. Know, though, that I will give you whatever help I can. Okay, cool. So there's a... Let's see, I got that, which is a little bit better, but I've got... The reason that that's not going to be good is because I've got some equipped items that have... that are grouped together. So they're a set, so I don't really want to break that up. Not really, but we'll go ahead and take that.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Book 5, Chapter 6. In the Steps of Evil. If you have a moment, allow me to tell you some of the tale of Helgorod, the ruins of which lie north of here. The tale may shed light on what writers seek to accomplish, though I cannot guess what that might be. Helgorod was delved beneath the mountains of Ord Lestal. It remained the northernmost outpost of Khazad Dûm for long years. Mithril was never found there, but a good many other stones and riches were. Those riches drew a dragon to Helgorod. Thorog, he was named. He slew all the dwarves and made his bed in Helgorod's treasury. In Khazad Dûm, which the elves called Moria, Durin marshaled a company of dwarves to journey to Helgorod and slay the beasts. Thorog was defeated, but Durin was slain by the dragon's dying breath. He was the fifth of his name. The next two had a sad end, but I will not speak of that for now. Dwarves sought to reclaim Helgorod in the years that followed, but death hung heavy over the place, and they abandoned the halls and removed Helgorod's riches to Khazad Dûm. I do not know what the writer might seek to gain by taking to Helgorod. Perhaps he simply wants to fortify it, but I would wager there is more to this deed than we can see. Perhaps by scouting the borders of Helgorod, we can learn more of his plans. Do not attempt to enter Helgorod itself. Too many dark things linger there. But instead, seek out the outer treasury. Search near Nangurag. Gongurag. Okay. So, where is that? That is way up north, so more traveling. So, it looks like I'm coming up upon it. There's some worms out here. Try not to aggro them. Wretched rockworm. And this must be the entrance. I guess the treasury of Helgorod. Oh no, what's this? Oh my. Graves. Petrified, oath sworn. Wow. And so it looks like I might have found some kind of sigil on these guys. And so we need to return to Gloin. Okay, let's see what Gloin has to say about that.
Dawdling.
Whites? Surely this is the doing of the writer. And that sigil you found on one of them, I can tell that it is an artifact of evil, but its true meaning is beyond me. Perhaps it's time we ask for help from Master Elrond.
I would be grateful for
Chapter
your
7,
assistance.
Edel Tidings. I am master of earth, stone, and axe, Dizzing, not of fell whites and evil artifacts. Go to Master Elrond in Rivendell and tell him all of what has transpired. He will be able to tell you what we should do next. Alright, on to Rivendell. I'll have to take a mount there since I'm on cooldown. Okay, so I've made it back to Rivendell and at the last homely home where Elrond is in his library. So let's see what he has to say. We can see he does have book 6 there, which is 44, which we're going to be able to do, so that's good. Chapter 7, though.
Hope is not in
book
vain.
5. So you have returned with the evil tidings. This is the mark of a Gaunt Lord. Perhaps you have seen one before. Sometimes Gaunt Lords use these sigils to summon the fell spirits that animate the whites. The sigils you have brought is the mark of Durgoth, the Black, a powerful Gaunt Lord. As for what drew the Nazgul and this Gaunt Lord to Helgorod, I fear I know what they seek. Oh, he does, huh?
Hope is not in vain.
Chapter 8, Fire and Ice. What the Nazgul seek has become apparent to me. Gloin told you of the fall of Helgorod. I expect Durin, the fifth of such dwarves to bear that name, slew the dragon, Thurog, but perished during the battle alongside most of his company. When it became clear that Helgorod was a place of evil and their attempts to restore it futile, the dwarves removed their riches from the treasury and left the dragon's body to molder. However, I fear the cold and ice of Orod Lastal may have preserved the body of the dragon far longer than any would have thought. Even after death and the passage of so many years, the body of Thurog would possess much power. I fear that Durgoth, the Gaunt Lord, might use his arts to place some spirit within that corpse, raising the most terrible of wights to the service of Angmar. A dragon wight within the reach of Imeldaris is too grave a threat to be ignored. I must ask you to go into the treasury of Helgorod and put an end to the plans of the Durgoth and the Nazgul. It will be a difficult task, so gather a party. But you can also do this solo. Awesome. Man, that's really cool. Yeah, we don't want them summoning a dragon wight. That just sounds like a bad news.
A strange fate brings you hither.
No. And,
Hope is not in vain.
Please hurry and gather party warriors and enter the treasure. So we just got to go back up there and actually enter in. Okay. All right, I'm just running in as hot as I can. I'm not paying attention, just running. And here we are at Helgorod's treasury. We'll go in.
Half-Elven fears that the remaining Nazgul has enlisted the aid of the Gaunt Lord Drogoth to instill a fell spirit into the frozen corpse of the ancient dragon Thorog and raise the beast once more as a wight. Little time remains to stop their evil plans.
Okay, so I'm in here alone, but I do have all the inspiration. So we're going to pick one of these guys and see what happens. Okay, looks like I'm not going to have that much of a problem. Cages of dead whatever up in there. Who knows? Haha, look at that. Oh, look at that. And that's the dragon that they're all working, because look, that's the Durgoth, the Deathmonger. So they're trying to raise this guy as a... Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Dadgummit. Oh, yeah, that was terrible. Leave it up to me. Do something. Get out of here. Let my accident get off cooldown. Alright, so there's something here. Like this obelisk. It's making a lot of noise and it's clickable. I'm examining it. The plaque on the side of this obelisk is written in several tongues. It reads, I, Durin, Lord of Kazakhdun, have delved this vault with the aid of Gwyneth Amire Dane to protect the great riches found here. These obelisks are crafted by the arts of elves as token of friendship. Only those who invoke the name of Star Kindler may pass 3 times. 3 are the obelisk, and 3 times you must speak. Invoke the name of Elrond and the obelisk. You can see the dragon inside there. I slightly remember this quest. I might have to look this up. Like, There's something I have to do. 3 times 3. Elbereth at the obelisk. I don't know. I'll look around and see what I can find. Okay, so I've made it further. It's like little corridors. Let's see if we can see. Yeah, you can see, like inside the center here is the dragon. And I went down this one. I couldn't find anything. I went down this little corridor, and there is an obelisk that looks like I can interact with. So I'm going to go in here. A bunch of these guys. And we're going to touch it and see if that increments this counter. It's an Angmarian High Priest. I wonder if I can get by without him bothering me. Alright, so this is an obelisk. Let's see. Invoking. Okay. Invoke the name of Elbereth at the obelisk 1 of 3. Okay, so we're going to keep doing this until we get it. I found another one. The next one I went down didn't have one. So it's not down in the corridor. I don't know how many of these there are, which ones have it and which ones don't, but just kind of have to just keep going along and find it. And plus I don't really want to tell you which ones. Exploration right here. Part of the fun. Get out of the side there. There we go. And number 2 invoking. Nope. Face it. Don't be spinning around. Stay focused. Get it done. And get to the final one, number 3. Now we can end the Nazgul's plan. So we're going to go back out to the center and see if that doorway is opened up now. And it actually looks like it is. So I'm going to kill these guys. I should have done that. And we can see the dragon inside there. I want to get a good picture before I do that. Oh, wait. He's talking. I tire of these intrusions. You will wait. Enough. Do what we came to do and be done with it. Send your power into the mighty dragon. Oh, my. Take screenshot. Your service is needed, Spirit. Go join your brothers. Oh my. Send your power into this mighty dragon. I can't move, by the way. I'm still stuck. Oh, that's awesome. Send your power. Keep sending. Take a screenshot. Oh my. They've done it. No, he is breaking free. The meddling of those fools has broken my control. Oh, there goes a dragon. Good job, guys. Quickly, go pursue the charge. I shall deal with these witless worms. You mean me? I'm a witless worm? Take a screenshot. Nice. He's got me stunned. Then I'm cowering. on the eye. What is that? Saruman? And I'm stunned again. Okay, nice. Fools, I cannot be slain by your arts. I return to Mordor and my master. I was wondering. I knew we couldn't kill him. Now we just need to, I guess we need to get out of here and go to talk to Elrond. Yeah, that's what it says here. Pretty interesting. I'm digging this quest. That's just so awesome watching them summon up a dragon. Okay, let's see what Elrond has to say about this.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
You have done a great thing today, Dizzing. Few have faced the might of a Nazgul and lived to tell the tale. Fortunately, the waters of the Brunnen and your pursuit of him weakened him to the extent that you could defeat him and send him back to Mordor. As for the matter of the dragon, it would appear that although the ritual was partially successful, the Dragon White is not fully under the control of Durgoth. It still presents a threat to Rivendell, but not so great as would have been had the ritual been completed. For now, we can turn our attention to other matters, although someday you may wish to return to Helgorod and end this threat completely. And it looks like I'm going to get something new here. Ooh, that's pretty good. But it is part of my set. I don't know if I want to end that set. Maybe that. Or maybe... No, I think I want this Gilgoth. And, yeah, because this is better as a set.
Hope is not in vain.
So, that is going to end Book 5, because this is the start of Book 6, Forward Turning to the North. And so I don't think we're going to do that now, but we will do it, I think, in the next episode. I mean, it is level 44. We just reached level 44, which is awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. When I get to 45, I'm going to go ahead and take a break and do the legendary items. So we'll be working on that as well. So I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, make sure you leave a thumbs up and leave any comments you may have. I know I'm not getting a lot of viewership on this, and that's okay. I'm doing this for myself more than anything. But if you are enjoying this, I really do appreciate it. And I wish you could subscribe to my channel. It'd help me out an awful lot. And I really appreciate every single sub I get. So, till next time, bye.